13 wickets for 275 runs here at the scorching Wacker today. Definitely Australia's day. But what do the two Michaels, Vaughan and Slater, think about it? Welcome to our look back at the second day's play here at the Wacker. Warm sunshine in the evening. I'm not sure how warm the England players will be feeling though, because they collapsed this afternoon. 187 all out they were, conceding a lead of about 80 to Australia when they were thinking about getting about 400 in the first innings, and then Australia fighting back with the bat, 119 for 3. So a lead of exactly 200 going into the third day. Very exciting stuff. 13 wickets, 275 runs. Two batsmen here, Michael Vaughan and Michael Slater, from opposite camps. You'd have thought, I mean, you're obviously feeling much better now.
Can finally talk it up. I like that. Been on the back foot, haven't we?
Well, I mean, I thought you were lying yesterday when you said you believed Australia could get back into this game, but obviously not.
Well, did you hear what I said too? I said that it could be someone like a Mitchell Johnson changing the fate of Australia.
And you were right. And how did he do it? Well, before we come on to you, Michael, I just suppose we should do a little bit of technical analysis and say that what Johnson does is he manages to get the ball to just swing late in like that. And it's all about his wrist position. Sometimes his wrist is very low and sort of almost parallel to the ground, and the ball comes down like that and doesn't swing and goes away towards the slips for the right-handers. But today he was getting the ball to really curve back in, and we can see from Hawkeye just showing how he got those late swingers into both Collingwood and Peterson and, of course, Jonathan Trott. Michael, what did you think?
Well, we awoke this morning to the headlines on the back page of the Local with the four selectors with egg on their faces. One man, Mitchell Johnson, has made that headline probably with halos in over their heads tomorrow morning. What a spell of ball. England didn't play brilliantly, but you have to say when the ball's swinging in late at 90 miles an hour, it's some skill. Whatever he did for those 10 days, go and do it again, but he's going to have to reproduce that in the second innings. This is still a decent day.
What did you think Johnson managed? How did he do that? How did he manage to achieve that? I mean, I thought he bowled like Boris Johnson at the Gabba, which of course is the London Mayor for those uninitiated view of Australians. But what about, how did he come by that amazing spell today?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't sure he was going to start with that today. I saw him still as Boris when he did start, and I just thought he was lacking the confidence, and I wasn't sure that he needed all the technical change in things. I just thought he needed to work on maybe the mental approach to his bowling, but obviously he has worked on a few technical things. I think he was running a bit straighter in his approach to the crease and getting towards the batsman a little bit more, not bowling across his body. I've taken a test wicket, and
right.
and I just think the confidence grew, didn't it? I mean, he had that little patch where it was 25 balls, 4 for 7. If you're not confident after that, I don't know where the swing came from, to be honest with you, yours, because I don't see him as a swing bowler. But I now believe for him to stay successful at this level, he's got to keep the ball hooping around, because it's hard to handle, isn't it? 140 clicks swinging.
You've faced and handled well, I have to say, left-arm swing bowlers. Obviously India in 2007. I remember that century in Trent Bridge. What do England need to do to counter that if it comes about in the second innings?
I think a lot of it's to do with your head position. I think what he did really well is he bowled a couple of sharp bumpers. He bowled Trott of sharp bumper. He kind of played the hook shot. So his head may have just fallen over to the offside that a little bit more. So when the ball swung back in, he was playing across that front pad. If his head would have stayed more over the off stump, he may have played it straighter and could have hit the ball. Very similar to Kevin Peterson. If you look at his dismissal, he's falling over to the offside and plays across that front leg, LBW. The ball that got Collingwood was a beauty. It probably, what did it swing? A good foot and a half. He was leaving the ball, it came back, very similar to the way Amir got him at Lords in the summer. Outstanding bowling. The Aussies are back. You don't allow Australia back into this contest, of which we have done today, so it's going to be a big first session tomorrow morning.
Are you pitching for my job as the analyst by talking all that sort of batting technique and stuff?
Well, we've all got to continue to try and look for jobs in these recessional markets, so we'll try.
You're looking for jobs. You've got about 18 of them.
You did ask for a technical explanation, though. He said, how would you counter it in the second innings? So well answered.
Well, no, it was well answered. Have you ever had egg on your head as a picture or a turnip or anything?
I've been sent to the moon, and I've also been locked up on Robben Island, so egg on your face is nothing. They can get over that one.
Well, listen, very interesting. And let's just have a little a little prediction then. I mean, you love your predictions. What do you think?
I have to say Australia in this game. If this pitch stays the same and with the same amount of pace, you have to think that anything over 250 is going to be a tough chase. They're 200 ahead already. We need quick wickets in the morning. A 300 chase would have to bat very well, or we'll have to wait for this pitch to flatten out. South Africa did 400 here a year or so ago, but I think this may be a different pitch.
So you're going to say the same, aren't you?
Well, I think the highest run chase victory is over 400. That was South Africa a few years back, and I think the next best is about 340 odd. The way I see this pitch panning out is that I don't think it's going to deteriorate. So I think Australia are going to need to get this 350 plus score.
So you're less optimistic in a way than him. That's
Well,
bizarre.
Just knowing the way the wicket play. The WACA plays, you get through the initial phase, your partnership builds, run scoring becomes easy, and Australia are just going to have to keep batting tomorrow. If there's 300 on offer, England could still do it, no doubt about it. But for the moment, today is the telling day for Australia. All of a sudden, the momentum's back their way. Not that they ever had the momentum, so it's a telling day for Australia.
It is a telling day.
The one thing, Yazza, in the last year, Australia have got themselves in very strong positions in a lot of test matches and giving it away. So they could do it once more. Once you've got that mentality of not getting over the line, it's very difficult to get over the line. And England have that mentality of getting over the line, so that might work in England's
It's
favour.
about remembering how to win, I suppose, is what you're saying, really. Well, my view is 320 to win, England will get it. And then we can all go to the beach and wallow in this
You're
lovely...
ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready for my...
What about this?
Mighty Fine Beach, sorry, it's a bad tartan shorts. But anyway, we can all go to the beach and have a Marston's pedigree to celebrate England's win. But more than 320, I don't think they'll do it. See you tomorrow.
In swinger again?